7 morning foods that may be making you tired, and what to eat instead. Imagine waking up after what felt like a full night's sleep. You get out of bed, make breakfast, pour your coffee, and tell yourself, "Today, I'm going to eat better." Maybe you choose a bowl of cereal because the box says whole grain. Maybe you reach for a flavored yogurt because it says high protein. Maybe you pour a glass of fruit juice because it's made from real fruit. At first, everything seems fine. But a few hours later, your energy starts to drop and you're hungry again. Your concentration isn't as sharp, and before lunchtime, you're already thinking about another coffee. If that sounds familiar, don't assume something is wrong with your metabolism, and don't blame yourself. Sometimes the issue isn't that you're eating too much food. It may be that the way your breakfast is put together isn't keeping you satisfied for long. Today, we're looking at 7 common morning foods and breakfast habits that may be working against your energy and appetite. More importantly, we'll look at what you can choose instead. This isn't about labeling foods as good or bad. It's about understanding what you're actually eating. This video is for general educational purposes. Individual responses to food can vary. If you have a medical condition or specific dietary needs, speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Let's start with one of the most common breakfasts in America. Number 7, sugary breakfast cereal. Walk into almost any supermarket, and you'll see an entire wall of breakfast cereals. Some are colorful, some are marketed toward families, and many feature words like whole grain, heart healthy, and high in fiber. Those claims can sound reassuring, but here's what's important. The front of the box doesn't tell the whole story. Turn the package around and check the nutrition facts and ingredient list. Some cereals contain significant amounts of added sugar, even when they're marketed as part of a healthy breakfast. Because cereal is so easy to eat quickly, it's also easy to pour a much larger serving than you realize. The result? You may feel satisfied for a short time, then find yourself hungry again surprisingly soon. The solution isn't necessarily to eliminate cereal forever. Instead, look for cereals with less added sugar and more fiber, and pay attention to serving size. Better yet, pair your cereal with something containing protein, such as plain Greek yogurt, milk, or another protein-rich food that fits your diet. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is a more balanced breakfast. Number 6, flavored yogurt. Now let's talk about yogurt. Yogurt can absolutely be part of a healthy diet, but there's a big difference between plain yogurt and some highly sweetened flavored varieties. Take a look at the label. Some flavored yogurts contain a substantial amount of added sugar, and when you combine a sweetened yogurt with granola, honey, and other toppings, your breakfast can become far more sugar-heavy than you expected. Try plain Greek yogurt, then add your own toppings: fresh berries, a few walnuts, chia seeds, and maybe a small amount of cinnamon. Now you're controlling the sweetness instead of letting the package decide for you. There's another advantage as well. Greek yogurt can provide a significant amount of protein, which may help you feel fuller compared with a lower protein breakfast. Number 5, fruit juice. This one surprises a lot of people. Orange juice, apple juice, grape juice, they all come from fruit. So what's the problem? The difference is between drinking fruit and eating whole fruit. When you eat an orange, you consume the whole fruit, including its fiber. When you drink juice, much of that fiber is removed. And because drinking is faster than chewing several pieces of fruit, it's easy to consume a relatively large amount of sugar and calories without feeling equally full. That doesn't mean you can never drink juice. A small serving can fit into an otherwise balanced diet. But if your usual breakfast is a large glass of juice and very little else, consider changing that pattern. Try eating the whole fruit instead, an orange, an apple, berries, or a banana, and pair it with protein. That simple change can make breakfast much more satisfying. Number 4, flavored coffee drinks. Now let's talk about something many people don't even consider breakfast: coffee. Coffee itself isn't necessarily the issue. The problem can be what gets added to it. Flavored creamers, sweetened syrups, whipped cream, caramel, and chocolate. Some coffee shop drinks can contain a surprising amount of added sugar and calories. And because you're drinking them rather than eating them, it's easy to overlook what you're actually consuming. You may think, "I only had a coffee." But depending on what was added, that drink can become much more substantial. For 1 week, pay attention to what's actually going into your coffee. You don't necessarily have to drink it black. Try reducing the amount of sweetener gradually. If you enjoy it, use an unsweetened milk or plant-based alternative. And if you love your favorite coffee drink, keep it as an occasional treat instead of automatically making it part of every morning. Healthy eating doesn't mean removing everything you enjoy. It means understanding the trade-offs. Number 3, white toast with sweet spreads. Toast is one of the easiest breakfasts to make. Just put the bread in the toaster. Add butter, jam, or another spread, and you're done. But breakfast can become less balanced when it's mostly refined carbohydrates and added sugar, with very little protein or fiber. That combination may not keep everyone satisfied for long. This is where a small change can make a big difference. Instead of building breakfast around 2 slices of refined bread and a sugary spread, try whole grain toast with a protein-rich topping. For example, eggs, natural peanut butter, avocado with an egg, cottage cheese, or another protein source you enjoy. Notice what's happening here. We're not saying bread is unhealthy. We're simply building a more balanced meal around it. That's an important distinction, because nutrition isn't about finding one magical food. It's about how foods work together. Number 2, healthy granola. Granola has an excellent health reputation. Oats, nuts, seeds, dried fruit. It sounds ideal, and some granolas really can be a nutritious choice, but others contain considerable amounts of added sugar, oils, and sweeteners. Granola is incredibly easy to overeat. A small serving can look tiny in your bowl, so you add more, then a little more, and before you know it, you've eaten several servings. The solution is simple. Read the nutrition label and check the serving size. Look at added sugar as well. And consider using granola as a topping instead of making it the entire meal. For example, plain Greek yogurt, fresh berries, a small amount of granola, and a few nuts. Now you have a breakfast with multiple sources of nutrients instead of relying heavily on one sweetened product. Number 1, the breakfast that looks healthy but isn't really a breakfast. This last example isn't a single food. It's a pattern. You wake up, drink coffee, maybe grab a piece of toast, maybe eat a banana, and then rush out the door. You haven't really had a balanced meal. You've simply eaten a few quick foods, and 2 hours later, you're starving. This is where many people misunderstand their hunger. They think, I have no willpower. But hunger isn't a character flaw. Your body is constantly responding to energy intake, digestion, sleep, activity, stress, and many other factors. So instead of asking, what food should I eliminate? Try asking, what's missing from my breakfast? For many people, a more satisfying breakfast includes some combination of protein, fiber-rich carbohydrates, healthy fats, and fruit or vegetables. For example, eggs with whole grain toast and berries, Greek yogurt with berries, chia seeds, and a small amount of nuts, oatmeal topped with walnuts and fruit alongside a protein source, or a smoothie made with unsweetened milk, berries, Greek yogurt, and seeds. These aren't magical recipes. They're simply examples of balanced meals. Here's the bigger lesson, and the most important point to take away from this video. You don't need to completely reinvent your diet tomorrow morning, and you don't need to throw away everything in your kitchen. You also don't need to follow an extreme diet. Instead, start by looking at the foods you eat repeatedly. Look at the labels. Pay attention to added sugar. Pay attention to protein. Pay attention to fiber. And pay attention to how you actually feel after eating. Do you stay satisfied, or are you hungry again 30 minutes later? Do you regularly rely on sugary drinks to get through the morning? Are your portions much larger than the serving size on the package? These questions can tell you much more than a simple healthy or unhealthy label. Food doesn't have to be perfect to be part of a healthy diet, and one food doesn't determine your health. Your overall eating pattern matters far more. A simple 3-step breakfast rule. So tomorrow morning, step 1, add protein. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, milk, or another protein source that works for you. Add fiber. Fruit, vegetables, oats, whole grains, nuts, or seeds. Watch the added sugar, especially in drinks, cereals, flavored yogurts, spreads, and packaged breakfast foods. That's it. You don't need a complicated diet. You need a breakfast that works with your lifestyle. And remember, if you consistently experience extreme fatigue, digestive problems, unexplained weight changes, or other persistent symptoms, Don't assume food is the only explanation. Talk with a qualified healthcare professional. Sometimes the smartest health decision isn't another internet diet. It's getting personalized advice. The next time you walk through the grocery store and see a package labeled natural, heart-healthy, whole grain, high protein, don't just look at the front. Turn the package around. Read the ingredients. Check the nutrition facts. And ask yourself one simple question. Is this actually the food I think it is? Because the goal isn't to become afraid of food. The goal is to become informed. Small changes, better awareness, more balanced meals, and habits you can actually maintain. That's what sustainable, healthy eating looks like. If this video helped you see your breakfast differently, subscribe to Health Encyclopedia for more practical, evidence-informed health and nutrition videos, and tell me in the comments, which breakfast food surprised you the most? Cereal, yogurt, juice, coffee drinks, toast, or granola? I'll see you in the next video.